Hello everybody, welcome to DKTR. My name is Darren and today we will be checking out the DJI Mic to see if this wireless microphone system is worth it. This entire video is going to be recorded using audio directly from the DJI Mic, so you'll know exactly what it sounds like the entire time. The DJI Mic is an ultra-portable wireless audio system that comes with two microphone transmitters, an audio receiver, and a charging case, as well as some cables, accessories, and adapters that make it compatible with multiple different devices. It's not cheap at all, coming in around $329 US, so let's take a closer look. The DJI Mic is stored inside a charging case that functions very similarly to an AirPods case. It weighs 162 grams and has a battery level indicator on the front and a USB-C charging port on the back. It has a magnetic flip-top lid that covers the two transmitters and receivers, and when placed in the case, the transmitters and receivers will automatically charge and immediately sync to one another, so there is no need to waste time syncing all the devices together. The transmitters are identical, and both have a power button and a USB-C port for data transfer or power delivery, and on the other side, there is a sync button and a record button for onboard recording. On the back side, there is a clip to attach the microphone to the edges of your clothing or to a belt. There is also a strong magnet so you can attach it through your clothes or to any magnetic surface like a fridge. On the front, you will see two lights. The green light means the transmitter is on, and the red light means the backup recording is on. On the top, you will find a microphone jack which you can connect to a lav mic, and the actual microphone that allows you to connect the included windscreen. Connecting the windscreen is easy. All you have to do is line up the two slots and then twist it. The transmitters each weigh about 1.1 ounces or around 30 grams. On the front of the receiver, there is an LCD touchscreen that can display a lot of information that we will talk about in just a minute. On the right side, there is a manual power button and a USB-C port in case you cannot use the charging case. There is also an out port to connect to your camera and a headphone port to monitor the audio. On the back, there is a 4-pin connector, which is how the receiver will be charged in the case. There is also an 8-pin connector where you can connect the cold shoe adapter to attach it to a camera or the lightning adapter to attach it to an iPhone. You can also attach the USB adapter to attach it to virtually any other device. Attaching the cold screw adapter is simple. You have to lift up the hinge and then slide it into the 8-pin connector until it is secure. The cold shoe can go in either direction. You can either place it forwards onto the camera in case you want to record yourself and monitor the audio at the same time. You can also place it the opposite direction in case you are behind the camera recording someone else. Now let's go through all of the features of the screen. Firstly, the screen has the ability to monitor the audio levels and display the battery life of all the DJI Mic components. Swiping down displays the menu. In this menu, you can switch between mono safety, and stereo audio recording. You can also change your receiver gain, control your headphone volume, and some additional settings like date, time, and vibration. This menu also allows you to control the gain of each individual transmitter, which is great in case one of the people you have mic'd up is talking much quieter than the other, and you only need to increase the gain of their microphone, but not the other person's. If you swipe up, you will open a control menu that allows you to start the backup recording on the mics, mute the mics, and view your current storage level. The receiver weighs 9/10 of an ounce or around 25 grams. The transmitters are estimated to have a battery life of around 5.5 hours, and the receiver can last around 5 hours on a single charge. DJI says that the battery case should be able to extend your battery life by around 10 hours. So if you go out with everything fully charged, you can expect to have around 15 hours of battery life to record all your audio. There are multiple ways to use the DJI Mic. One way is to record directly to the microphone transmitter itself, so you don't have to worry about interference between the transmitter and the receiver. The transmitter has 14 hours of storage built in, so you can record for quite a while before you have to worry about running out of space. Extracting files from the DJI Mic transmitter to your computer is super easy. Just attach a USB-C cord to it from your computer, and it will appear in your file explorer just as a new thumb drive. Open up the file, and then you have all of your recordings on there where you can do whatever you want with them. Or you can plug the receiver directly into a phone or camera using the compatible adapter and have the transmitter wirelessly send the audio to it and record directly to the device itself. This is a great option, but there is the added worry of a little bit of signal interference depending on how far away you are. Now let's do an audio quality test of the DJI Mic. We'll be comparing it against the Fujifilm X-T4's inbuilt camera microphone as well as the Rode Video Micro shotgun microphone. So first we're going to test the sound quality of my camera's inbuilt microphone. This is recorded on the Fujifilm X-T4's inbuilt microphone just to see how it sounds like. So now this is the audio quality test of the Rode Video Micro. It's a shotgun microphone that goes on top of the camera. It has a built-in dead cat, so some wind noise should be filtered off, so we'll see how this sounds. So this is the audio quality test of the DJI Mic. Right now I have it strapped to the chest strap of my backpack, and it's a little bit windy out right now, and I don't have the wind filter on, so you may hear a little bit of wind noise in the background. So right now we're gonna put the wind filter on and see if it makes any difference. All right, so now I've put the wind filter on. It's still a little windy out, so we'll see if it's filtering out any of the background wind noise. I highly recommend you're wearing headphones when you're doing the audio test because you'll be able to hear a little bit more than you would if you just have it on your speaker system or your phone. So highly recommend headphones. So that's it with the wind filter on. Hopefully it's removing all of the wind noise. Now we're gonna do a range test. So now we're going to do a range test for the Rode Video Micro shotgun microphone. I'm going to start backing up and talking at a consistent volume and just see how long it takes before you can barely hear me anymore. I don't suspect it should be too long before you can stop hearing me because this microphone doesn't seem to have the most range. It's not really what it's built for. So right now I'm probably around 10 feet away from the camera. I'm going to continue backing up. Right now I'm probably around 20 feet from the camera. We're going to keep on going, and I doubt you can really hear me at all at this point. So DJI claims that the DJI Mic has a 250 meter transmission range before you're going to experience any interference between the transmitter and the receiver. So I've got a long splotch of land behind me, and I'm just going to start walking down until we can start to hear that signal interference. Luckily I'm in a wide open space, so there won't be any buildings or walls to block it, but if you're in your house and there's a lot of walls and you're walking in between rooms, there may be less range before you start to experience some interference. I've got the wind filter attached just so we don't get any wind noise in to mess up the test, and I'm just going to start on walking. So right now I'm probably 50 meters away, and we're just going to keep on walking down. What's really good about the DJI Mic is you can actually record directly to its onboard memory, so you don't really have to worry about how far away you're going because it's not transmitting it to the receiver, it's recording directly to the microphone itself, and the microphone has around 14.5 hours worth of storage for your audio recordings. So we're almost at the end of the walkway, so I don't really see you needing to go much farther than this in most recordings because I don't know if you'd really want to leave your camera all the way behind like that. Now that we've listened to it, let's talk about some of the pros and cons of the DJI Mic, starting with the cons. You cannot always close the charging case easily depending on how you put on the magnet to the back of your transmitter. If the magnet is too low, the transmitter will not always go all the way to the bottom of its little pod and the top will not close. If the magnet is too high, the top will not be able to close completely. The next issue would have to be the fact that when you plug the receiver into your iPhone using the adapter, it can only record mono audio. There is no support for stereo audio if you're using it on the iPhone. Another issue is that you cannot easily remove the adapters from the receiver. You have to force them off of that, which is kind of good because it means they're secure, but it does take a little bit of effort to pull them off. The final issue would have to do with the charging case. It is awesome, but it can't hold all of the accessories that came with the DJI Mic, mainly being the windscreens. You have to carry the windscreens in a separate bag rather than putting them in the charging case. So now let's go over some of the pros of the DJI Mic, starting with the fact that it has really good sound quality and excellent range. Especially if you record directly to the transmitter itself, you can go almost anywhere and not have to worry about interference at all, which leads me to my next point. The transmitter itself has an insane amount of battery life and storage. 5.5 hours of battery life on a single charge and 14 hours of storage can last you the entire day, and if it doesn't, you still have the battery case to recharge it on the go. It is ultra portable. The entire kit is super lightweight that you can just keep it in your pocket and you'll almost forget it's there. The added windscreens are very nice and they work very well, and the price itself may seem like a lot, but for what you're getting, I think it's actually very reasonable. The DJI Mic is a great wireless audio system. It's well designed, easy to use, ultra portable, packed full of features, and delivers great audio quality. It can be used in countless different scenarios, and I believe it is well worth its $329 price tag. As always, anything seen or mentioned in this video can be found in the description down below. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to like and subscribe. It really helps a lot. Thank you all so much for watching DKTR. I hope to see you all in the next one.